Welcome Riverside to our midweek vlog, and welcome back to those of you who took a break, maybe to the coast with your friends or your family over this weekend. But those of you who stayed, we had an incredible time this last weekend, starting off with Passover, Wednesday night, Good Friday service, bright and early sunrise service, and then our resurrection service on Sunday morning. And what he spoke about on Sunday morning was grace, the fact that everything we receive from God is by grace. So whether we're talking about your forgiveness or your salvation or the good things that you receive or heaven or enjoying God, it is all by grace, which means it is free. It is a free gift to us. This means that we don't have to try hard to get these things out of God. In fact, God has done it for us. It means we don't have to try and hope that our bad deeds will be outweighed by our good deeds, or that our bad thoughts will be outweighed by our good thoughts, because it is already given to us by grace. We also realize that grace came free to us, but it came very costly to God, as God's Son stood in the gap for us and suffered physically for us, suffered emotionally, and worst of all, spiritually for us, so that we can receive this for free. And the challenge for us as we go on into this week is to say that this has to transform how we engage with God and how we engage with the people around us. I mean, isn't it wonderful to know that we get to worship God freely, that we get to worship God not because we have to, that we obey God because we love Him, because it is a response to what He has already done for us and what He has already given us. And with regards to people around us, isn't it a privilege to know that we can show the same grace to the people around us? We can show this grace to our friends and our family and our neighbors. It may cost us, like it cost God, but when we freely give what God has freely given us, then we can really draw on the divine resources of God's heart and God's grace that God has given us, and really begin making a difference around us. So Riverside, press into God's grace this week. Look for opportunities to spend grace on people around you and show people what God's grace really looks like. If you have a great story, let us know. One more thing, I know that many of you are trying our Live Under the Line challenge, helping us identify with those who live under the poverty line in South Africa, and really coming before God, asking God, what is the next step for us and our families with regards to helping those who live in poverty. Just to encourage you guys, it may be hard, but let God also soften your heart for your act of compassion and love this week.